Welcome back. I go by Chanel, the It Girl, your intuitive therapist. Thank you again for joining me for another video. Thank you to all those liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting down below, hitting the algorithm up for your girl. I appreciate you. All right, guys, y'all saw the title. Without further ado, let's jump right into the juice, and I will see you at the pile selection. Peace. Pile one, let's go. All right, pile one. So, what sets you apart from the rest? Every time I see blue, I think of intuition. So your intuition sets you apart from the rest, being able to naturally know things. So even if you're not super spiritual, that's just you intuitively doing things. Like you just naturally know. You may not even know how you naturally know. And I pulled out these two grounding cards to start off camera, and perspective, zone, none of this matters, zone out, common ground, and whale and orca elders, share your song, frequency of song, diving deep. And that's what I am picking up. There's this ability to be higher than the world, or like for you to zone out, but also to have this innate ability to zone in at the same time. Like it's the best of both worlds. It's being able to take the non-mundane and make it mundane. So for me, spirituality is everything, right? So I intuitively get messages all the time because I'm open and I'm paying attention to things, right? And so I'm very intentionally moving throughout the world and always listening, but it's in such a minute, like a regular way. Like I may see a butterfly and I'm like, oh, the gods told me to tell you, and da, da, da. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so it brings things that are super esoteric and makes them very simplistic. You make the mundane, or yeah, I don't, what's the, oh Lord, I ain't even gonna say that. You get what I'm saying? You make things that are super not simplistic and make them super simplistic. There's something about your voice here too. Your voice and your message, something that you speak, just is very unique, but also very hypnotic as well. So possibly it's the tone of your voice, the cadence of your voice, something like that. Your voice is very important. Oh, I love this for you. We got Scorpio energy, Aries, Pisces, double Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Sag again. Like they're, yeah, like, all right. I'm getting really excited. People get really excited when you're around. You have this innate attractability. Like you just show up and people bend to do things for you, or you're always being taken care of. You don't really have to ask for much. You're a natural leader. You are an entrepreneur of some sort. And if not an entrepreneur, just a visionary, right? So that's that zoom out perspective. But the zoom in perspective is your imagination and your extrovertedness and your openness to explore things, your willingness to put in the hard work to get your hands turned dirty, to develop your skill set, to be faithful, to be loyal, just a natural manifester overall. And with this King of Wands and Queen of Wands, I'm getting like this natural pair. So whether you're in a relationship or not, you are very well, like your masculine and feminine is very suited for each other, like on an individual level. Like it comes across as you don't need anybody. Even if you do have a relationship, like a relationship to you could be more of a luxury than a need, because you take care of all the things on your own. You come to the table as a whole individual. And that's what makes you a catch, is that you're extremely reciprocal in your relationships. You know how to give and take, how to receive, how to fill up, when to pour out. It's like this knowing, it's very intuitive. You have very loving partnerships. You're a loving partner. There's a natural, harmonious quality that you have, that you want to have with people. And your ability to make choices for these relationships, whether they're work relationships or family relationships or romantic relationships, you make sure you show up in the best self so that you can receive the best out of people. And if they are not in that state of their best, then you either pull them up, you inspire them to be their best, or you have this ability to have this detached, loving nature about you. So it's not like you're necessarily shunning them out, but it's a healthy boundary of like, what I hope that makes sense. It's a healthy boundary there when people don't match up per se, but you're not cutting people off either. It's like, how to, when to, what to, all of those things with relationships, with people. And you are naturally stable too. You're very affluent, you're very stable. And you've amassed some type of long-term success, or long-term success is very important to you. Building family, building long-term relationships are very important to you. Exploring long-term relationships, showing up as this person who is dynamic in all of your relationships, very important to you. I think I said faithful too. Very inspiring. Yeah. Very protective, confident. Cycles. Something ending is something beginning. Fate, karma. Exactly. You understand the nuances of that. And you know naturally when to hold them and when to fold them. In a loving way, though. Confession. You naturally keep secrets for people. People feel like they can tell you things, that they can confide in you. And there's that move on. When things are just not aligning anymore, and you do so in a way that doesn't shun people out, but they understand like this time is over, like this time in your life or whatever the case is. And this is not even just in relationships. This is in general. You have gained that confidence that you can just leave things alone. If it's not working, you tried it, you gave it your best. You're like, oh, okay, time to move on. No problem. I love that for you. Let's get one of these cards. I'm just hearing one. The thought of you makes me smile inside. Exactly. What sets you apart is your smile, is your cheerfulness, is your lightheartedness for life, yourself. You don't take things too seriously. You have the ability to be very, I heard, copacetic. So let's get an affirmation to close this out. Really love this for you guys. All right. Nice. This is what sets you apart. I am determined to great things in my life. You have to find that special thing that distinguishes you from all others. And through talent, hard work, and passion, anything can happen, Dr. Dre. And this is you. This is what sets you apart right there. All right, guys, let me know how this resonated in the comment section down below. Hit the other one up for your girl by like, share, subscribe, doing all of the things. I love you so, so much. And I will see you in the next one. Peace. Pal two, let's go. All right, Pal two. So we got this. This is perfume. Shalimar. Says Paris. Paris could be important. This blue, I was telling another pal that anytime I see blue, I definitely think of intuition. And I pulled these two grounding cards off camera, and that is one of the cards that came out. So it says, all paths lead home, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. And then it says, the golden children, inner child, tenderness, and innocence, and rare gifts. So what sets you apart is, you know, because the blue wasn't apparent to me in the beginning, 5 on the clock, as I look up and say this for confirmation, your intuitive gifts, you may not like share them. You may not even be aware of them yourself. Like you may have not come into full, like you just may not identify as an intuitive being, right? Or you just may not tell a lot of people about that. But also too, like that sets you apart, right? Because it's like your little secret, right? And also what sets you apart is your natural knowing and your ability to know when to come back to self, when to give yourself a break, when to take, just when to take time for yourself, when to recharge. And also your innocence. And you have rare gifts too. And your tenderness, like your ability to forgive. And if not forgive, then your ability to allow. My God. My God. My God, what I say, your ability to walk away. Subconscious energy is the 8 of Cups, period. Your ability to walk away. Like you, and also to your ability to emotionally withdraw and emotionally dive deep. You also bring this out within others too. So even if you're not telling them to do this, you may say like, oh, I meditated this morning, or oh, I journaled, or oh, I sat with myself, and or oh, I had a conversation, or I took this from our conversation and I sat with it and I thought about it and this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Like how you come across, how you say things to people makes them be like, oh, like maybe I should be doing some of that too. Hangman in reverse, right behind the 3 of Swords. I'm telling you, when you realize something, whether it's hurtful or a harsh truth or a disappointment or a harsh conversation, you take time out first. And with this Hangman in reverse, it sort of gives that, like, so the Hangman in reverse kind of speaks to that you may not be attuned to your intuitive abilities, right? And they may have started to show themselves as you've worked your way through hardships of disappointments, possible relationships that went wrong, whether they're romantic or family or whatever, right? Being able to realize that you needed time to heal from those things. And it may have came in a way of either arrogance, or it may have come across as that way. It may have come across as like self-sacrificial, or you could have been self-sacrificing, and that could have been a heartbreak too. And you've like realized these things. And this is what sets you apart, is that now you're able, through those hard lessons, you know when to walk away, you know how to adapt to things, you know now how to be stable in your material wealth, you know how to own your personal power, you're more diplomatic, you're more practical, you're focused, you have a fatherly, like none of these cards are like motherly, but with this energy that I'm getting here, that's the motherliness of you, the innocence of you, right? And it's fusing these two together, but it came by way of separating yourself. That's what sets you apart, that you separated yourself. Your ability to adapt to the changes of life. You're generous. Your ability to be generous and to put your time and your efforts into solid foundations now, solid investments now. You know how to make a choice for yourself now. You're more definitive. You can handle the uproars of life better now because you've taken the time to walk away. You know when to move on. You know when to let go. You know when to withdraw, right? So that turning your gaze within is very healing for you. It fills you up to be separate. That's what sets you apart. And when people don't understand it and they may see it as arrogance or stagnation or a fear of sacrificing for others, you see it as replenishing. Narcissist, exactly. It's in the reverse. Some people think you're too full of yourselves, and you understand the healthy part of narcissism, which means that I am going to be full of myself in a way that is not, because you've been through the self-sacrificing, you've been through the pouring out, you've been through people breadcrumbing you, you've been through the people pleasing aspect. And the open your heart is in reverse. I'm telling you, you know when to close it down, when to shut it down, because that innocent part of you that at first just freely gave, you understand now that that's not healthy to just be free. So I was actually talking to a client of mine, and I was telling this client that at some point we learn stranger danger. People think that it's I'm just a hopeless romantic. Well, that's not always the best way to be first in relationships, right? We can't just be out giving and pouring when we first meet people. That's not a great sign when you do that, right? So you've learned that you learn to fuse these both things, this innocence, this ability to withdraw, and this personal power, this discipline, this focus, this emperor mentality. Pregnancy. So your ability to nurture things. You could possibly be a parent. And also, because it says someone is expecting. Oh, you know what? I looked at this card and I thought soon. So it feels like you naturally expect things to work out for you. You don't necessarily know when, but you're always looking and expecting that to happen. That's what sets you apart too. I want to be strong like you. You have admirers. You have admirers. Your strength is what sets you apart. And it's not always brute force strength. You've learned the ability to have strength and restraint. Let's get an affirmation. I'm going to drop the mic right there. Let's get an affirmation to close this out, period. This is what sets you apart too. I am happy and grateful for everything I receive. It's not possible to experience constant euphoria, but if you're grateful, you can find happiness in everything. Pharrell Williams, and that is you finding the happiness in everything, even in the heartbreaks that have happened in your life. You understand that it was for your betterment. I don't know if I can get that into focus, but anyway. All right, guys, I love you so, so much. Let me know how this resonated in the comment section down below. Hit that thumb up for your girl, but like, share, subscribe, do all of the things. Hype your girl up, hype your girl up. I love you so, so much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Paltry, let's go. All right, Paltry. So this is a Crown Royal little bottle, little nip. Okay, so, what sets you apart is your regality. Like you have a natural air of regalness to you. You're sweet and bitter at the same time. It's giving balanced. And because this is like one of those, they call them like a nip, right? Like a small little bottle. Like you may be short in stature, possibly, but there's something here about like people taking you in doses, but also like you not needing to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's, it's this, I don't know, like a restraint or something like that. Something like that. Maybe people can only take you in small doses. Maybe you know that you're only supposed to indulge in small doses, something like that. Like your ability to restrain yourself, something like that. What sets Paltry apart? Yo, all these cups came out is crazy. Every single one of these cards is a cup. That's crazy. Wow. We have Scorpio energy, Cancer, more Scorpio energy, Aquarius, double Aquarius energy, Pisces energy, Sagittarius energy. What sets you apart is your happiness. It's like your happiness with yourself. The King of Cups is somebody who can restrain their emotions. Restraint. My God. Oh my goodness. That restraint, right? And with this Five of Cups here and the Nine of Wands right behind that, this tells me that through hardship, through acceptance, through grief, through disappointment, through depression, you have learned resilience, perseverance. These things have tested your faith. You understand that when things are at their hardest, it's usually right before a breakthrough. Right? So you know the truth of things. You understand now the importance of emotional stability and how your emotional state can really dictate your whole life. This is a breakthrough for you. This is what sets you apart because you are now understanding the importance of reciprocity, the importance of coming back from a space of delusion, coming back to reality. You now have a sense of clarity with your own emotions, with other people's emotions. You understand that our emotions, if not dealt with in a right way, can drive our actions in a way that is not fruitful for us. This is the first pile that I didn't grab these grounding cards here. And I feel like because you know how to ground yourself. You you know how to choose relationships wisely now. You know how to speak your truth now. There's a clarity about you and what you need. Perspective, zone, none of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. Exactly. You've gained a new perspective. You zoomed out. Your perspective is now so vast that you're able to, oh, look, on the bottom of the deck, cracked open, rock bottom. You've reached your rock bottom. You've been cracked open. Now you understand the surrendering to the alchemy of life through the emotional state, because it feels like you've been someone who has been bogged down by your emotions, or you've allowed the heavy emotions, the big emotions of life to drive your actions in a way that wasn't beneficial for you. And now you've learned. That's what sets you apart. Your stamina, your persistence is what sets you apart. Your truth telling is what sets you apart. Your justice for all is what sets you apart. You may be a counselor of sort, or just able to hold people's emotions, their emotional states, understand them. You intuitively connect with people. I said intuitively, I'll stick with that. But also what I meant is you emotionally connect with people. Your ability to forgive and understand now is crazy, because like it gives you more patience because you understand your emotions now. You have a intimacy, an emotional intimacy now with yourself. And that allows you to show up differently in relationships in life. Moving, challenges, make a decision to work on inner healing. Health is here too. That is what set you apart, is that you put your health in the forefront. You put your emotions, your inner work, your emotional inner work. This retrograde, I always think of being able to reflect, to pause. You've put that on the forefront. Caution, the red flags. You find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. This is what sets you apart, is that you now take pauses. You don't overwork yourself now. You look out for the red flags. Now, if you need to move on from things, you will. For some, this is about you, like you moved a physical residence, possibly because of a relationship that went awry, possibly. And you getting out there, setting your stability, standing on your own, like emotionally healing yourself, sitting with yourself, becoming emotionally intimate with yourself. That's what set you apart, because you were able to move and do this. Yeah, like I'm dropping the mic on this. Like, that's wow. I love this energy for you. I love this energy for you. This is what sets you apart too. I am a dreamer and I dream big. If people haven't laughed at your dreams, then you aren't dreaming big enough. Just keep pushing forward. Damon John. All right, guys. So let me know how this resonated in the comment section down below. Hit the thumb up for your girl by like, share, subscribe, doing all of the things. Hype your girl up. Hype your girl up. I love you so, so much. And I will see you in the next one. Peace. Pile 4. Let's go. All right, Pile 4. So the battery. All right. I immediately thought of Capricorn. Capricorn vibes, hear me out. Because Capricorn energy, a healed Capricorn, Okay, they ain't nothing gonna stop that Capricorn. Okay, they gonna climb to the top, they gonna reach their goal. It's perseverance. And because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, right? That's a Sagittarian energy. This is about overcoming restrictions and boundaries, learning them, working through them, persisting through them, like keep climbing to the top. It's a reason why they call the Capricorn, it's a seagull, right? It's not just a goat, it's a sea goat, right? So like there's this can't stop, won't stop, never going to stop. Like, and it doesn't matter how long it takes me. That's what sets you apart. And the grounding card that I pulled was even better. Love this. Sorry if it's not like, what do you call that? Focusing because of this, what is this? Wind chime. Inner Earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and new beginnings. That is what sets you apart, because no matter what you go through, you're like, I just gotta make it. You don't know how, you don't know when, you just like, I'm just going to keep grinding. That's what sets you apart. I feel like I could just stop. You also put the battery in people's back too. Like you come around and you charge people up. And you know what I think it is too? Look, Capricorn energy is first thing out. What I think too is it's like your willingness to keep going, reinvent yourself, make yourself better. Like people see you working and they like, I ain't working hard enough. You know what I mean? I done seen what such and such as Power 4 is doing. I got to level up. That's what sets you apart, is your work ethic. Virgo energy. Oh my gosh. All this earth energy is crazy. Taurus, Aries, Capricorn, Virgo, double Taurus, Leo, Aries energy, Libra, Aquarius. Like you are just above the rest. Pile number 4. Who are you, pile number 4? This is crazy. Whatever you do, you have the end goal. Like you are going to invest long term. You're going to make sure you get your ROI on whatever you're doing. And if it's not going well, you're able to pivot. You are always looking towards the next thing, always looking to level up. You may even anticipate next moves too really well. Like people may come to you, I don't know, I just heard like business plans. You may be able to give people business plans. You're fair, you're integral. You understand the nuance of karma. You have this renewal, recharge type of energy. Yeah. You're an inspiration, you're positive. You also understand the nuance of frugality and control, and also being able to be stable and firm. You're consistent and practical, you're methodical. Strong-willed, you're always trying to improve. You're not afraid to start new. You have a beginner's mind. You're goal-oriented, ambitious. You're going to put in the day-to-day hard work. This is giving me heavy 6th house vibes energy. You understand routine and showing up every day. You understand that to get to a big goal, that the small things that you do on a daily basis will eventually lead you there. And I know that's like trust me, I talk to a lot of people. a lot of people don't know how to take a big goal and make it into actionable steps so that they actually reach that. That is a skill, and you got it, baby. Okay, that's what sets you apart, is that you're faithful and you're loyal to yourself and making the self-improvements, doing the things. You understand survival skills. You're also efficient too. And you're willing to travel and explore to gain a new sense of direction, a new, like you understand that when you go to different places and see different things, it expands your horizons to even dream bigger, to go further. Earth sign. Give it time. Fire sign. Intuition. I love this because you understand patience. You understand the ability to snap in like that fire starter energy. So you will initiate. You're not afraid to initiate things, but with this earth sign energy right on the other side and this give it time in the middle, this says that I'm going to initiate. I'm going to give it time, and through consistency and hard work and perseverance, I'm going to make it happen. And this could all be intuitively too. You intuitively go after things and you have that perfect balance of being able to start and sustain. That's what sets you apart. Yo, this is short pile. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm being called to just get an affirmation. I'm be honest, that's feeling uncomfortable for me. And you're not afraid to be uncomfortable with it either. You don't care how it looks. You get in, you get out. That's it. That's it. That's all. Why we talking? Ain't too much. Ain't too much. Not too much on you. Let's get an affirmation to close this out. I love this for you guys. I love this energy. I am a good person. This is what sets you apart. You're overall great person, individual. The only difference between a hero and a villain is that the villain chooses to use that power in a way that is selfish and hurts other people. Chadwick Boseman. You understand that it can go one or two ways, but you choose to do something different, and that's what sets you apart. All right, guys, let me know how this resonated in the comment section down below. Hit the algorithm up for your girl. But like, share, subscribe, doing all of the things. I love you so, so much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Hype your girl up. Hype your girl up.